Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Same teams as last time. We have Melee GG Black versus Primal choosing their classes right now. We're going to be playing on Nepal. Very popular King of the Hill map. Not my personal favorite, but it is still certainly a fun map to hang on. A lot of pitfalls for people like Lucio who like to get some kills. And looking at the team consistencies, looks like we have for Team Primal, we have 2 support, 3 offense, and 1 tank. Very high DPS team. And opposing them, opposing them we have 2 tanks, 2 offense, and 2 support. So one team going more for the health, and another team going for the DPS, which should be a good combo. And we are playing on the first map, the one with a giant pitfall to the left. So Lucio's Everywhere Rejoice. And look like we are coming to a head in this little room right here. Primal definitely being faster at getting on the control point, as we saw today when they played on Lijiang Tower. They're very into capturing that control point first. I think they've learned that you want to be the first one to capture the control point, and rest in peace is Aabicus as Zarya. And we've had a... whoa, there we go. The control point is still controlled. Plenty of people on it. Oh, they actually have not captured the control point yet. I did not notice that. I figured they have. But no, both teams were viciously trying to keep this control point. Sync doing what he can as Reaper to delay the capture. Getting a pretty decent amount of time on there, but the capture is going to go out, putting Primal in a good position to shut out the map. But for the time being, they still have a very long time, over 75% to go before they can claim the first of these 3 maps. And opposing them, Melee GG Black is pushing in there, dealing some damage as Zarya. And it looks like they're going for a flank around the side. See, they can get something done there. Gonna put some barriers down. Not really pushing in there that much. Really just kind of hanging back. I think they're biding their time until they build a few more Ubers, because they certainly have a bunch of Ubers prepared. And there we have one right now. The Death Flower did not work out very well for them. I see the Tracer is ready and barely holding on. Managed to get her health, lay down some suppressing fire while waiting for her team to respawn. And we do have an ultimate going out. That was Heisen's ultimate. Once again, Primal comboing Lickitungs. Comboing Lickitung with Heisen to deal a bunch of damage. And they're going to go in there and mop up the remaining teammates. And there we have a counter pop for Zarya, but there were no actual kills gained off of it due to Lucio's sound barrier. And Primal looking very dominant right now, actually managing to push all the way to the opposing spawn. Yeah, they are perfectly entitled to do that. And Melee GG Black attempting to flank around the side, but they are spotted out before they can really get anywhere in position. And Lucio is spammed out due to being choked into that little corridor. And while Melee GG Black was able to get the fight back onto the control point itself, they were almost entirely eliminated. Overtime is halfway through. Is there anybody to stop this from going out? No, there is not. First map going to Primal. A very solid performance there. And here we have it. We're on to map 2. Melee GG Black is almost certainly rethinking their strategy, because it did not pan out for them at all on that map. And I really think the big important thing that happened was Primal was just getting on that control point. When the control point was neutral and when Primal was in control of it, I did not see Melee GG Black really getting people onto that control point. So I think that was one of the very big deals in this particular match. We're going to spectate McCree, because McCree's awesome, as we run into this mid-fight. Melee GG Black and Primal both electing to move straight up the main staircases and jump right onto the control point. I'd say Primal looks like they're pushing forward a little more than Melee GG Black, and honestly, with these opening mid-fights, both of those strategies are perfectly valid. They honestly can go either way. But this time it looks like Melee GG Black is the one that's really getting on that control point and not wasting any time and they are almost able of, yeah, there we go. They've captured the control point, getting some time on there. They merely have to hold for 100%, though at this point they're at 90% done with it. And they are pushing in. They're not completely pushing in. They're kind of just forcing the enemy team to get back. They're not going to give up the control point completely. And for their part, Primal looks like they're trying to push in there, having a difficult time of it. Was that a sound barrier? No, that was just a regular ult. That makes more sense. We do have the ult for Zarya. They did push the enemy out of position, and it does look like it's going to be enough for them to start getting some capture time on the control point. Very, very little, though. Melee GG Black not giving this control point up without a fight. And we do have the counter ult from Zarya, played by Melee GG Black, but it really didn't seem to pan out for them. That was almost a complete wipe. I see that Tiny Dancer is still alive somewhere on the map. There he is, trying to get in there, get some heckling done. He's being healed by Mercy, so he can afford to do that. Because Mercy, a Lucio being healed by a Mercy heals very fast. And they're going to push in there almost entirely straight through the front door, from what I can tell, though I do see Reaper flanking around the back. And I see somebody interesting who has their ult. I see Zarya's ult is ready for Primal, and there we go. We're going to push that ult in. We're going to spam some grenades and some teammates' bullets to get a lot of kills very quickly. DLTN is alive and trying to get some work done there. We have Winston's ult jumping onto the point, getting some melee damage. Got a little bit of damage done, but it was almost entirely countered by Mercy. And I see that Lickitung as Pharah, her ult is ready, and I'm curious to see whether they decide to hold it until Heisen's ult is prepared, or whether they're going to just push in with it at some point, because they're doing quite well when it comes to capture time. Being at 56%, they are winning this particular match, and if they can win this match, they win the entire round. So there we go, pushing as Pharah. I'm anticipating an ult relatively soon, but at the moment doesn't really seem to be necessary. Both teams doing really well. Mercy is hanging back. I'm anticipating an ult. Yeah, this is probably going to be a mass revive. And is she going to be able to revive in time? Yes, she is. And all of those deceased teammates back to life and on the point. Forcing the pop from Gojira, getting some melee damage down, killing off McCree, being played by Sync, and it is Winston on Winston melee combat. And that was a pretty good counter. They were able to hold the control point. They only lost half of the capture time on it. And we are into overtime. We're at 99%. They managed to hold the control point for as long as they need to. Melee GG Black, if they want to stay in this game, they're going to need to capture that control point and then hold it for 50%. Is there anybody in position? Yes, most of the opposing teams able to get in there. And not sure what Lego math. She might have zipped to the wrong person, because she was behaving like she has ult, but she does not. And there we have an ultimate from Lickitung to wipe the point. And that is going to be game. Primal taking Nepal 2 out of 3. Did not even get to the third game. Very solid performance from Primal on this map.
Play of the game.
Oh, there are a few things more frustrating than a well-timed ultimate from Tracer. It sucks you in, it gives you a split second, and then it kills you with really high damage. Very frustrating as a Lucio character. I die to those a lot when I'm playing Lucio. But good play.